Yeah. And they were meeting in Dunkin' Donuts in Ronkonkoma.
Oh, you know those miserable Long Island Railroad Dunkin' Donuts, too?
Yeah. These are the places I used to have to go to breakfast before I went in someone's attic.
Right.
Like the Dunkin' Donuts in Ronkonkoma. Like, at noon, let's knock off and go to Bird's place. Go see some tits. Fuck it. Leave the tools. We'll pick them up tomorrow. A real responsible worker.
Can you imagine the depression of just being in a shitty strip club at noon?
I do. I know.
Oh, yeah, because the buffet would start coming out at like 11:30 a.m., 11:50, somewhere around there. So
I was so there. I
go
in
and two pagans at the door.
Yeah, pagans don't touch the girls, and they're day strippers, so they're really
miserable. They just
worst.
Yeah, but they actually try harder. They have like themes. They come out like a caveman with the caveman bat and everything.
Well, that's when you work out the new stuff.
Work out the new stuff. What do they have a list on the bench like they're working? Let me see. What other move can I do? I do a pole thing where I spin on my leg.
The Janine Garofalo of strippers. They got notes.
Notes. What do I do? I think I put a fucking matched my nipple and lit it.
I was at one, and there was a girl. Her little thing was to take Windex and paper towels and clean the smudge stains off the mirror of the other girl.
Oh, yeah.
A sanitary stripper? What the fuck?
In Canada, they come out with blankets. It's a big thing up there because they don't want to touch the floor or anything like that, so they're always laying on them.
The Rug Act.
Yeah.
I missed the Rug Act. That used to be a staple of Long Island clubs. They would put on, like, we got tonight, who needs tomorrow, let's make it last. And the girl would be, like, doing these artsy moves on the floor and fluttering her legs with her pussy pointing at you. Fucking Ronkonkoma. Come on.
And then you always got that one. You got that one creepy guy, the creepy friend that drops him off and then picks him up at the end. That wants to fuck her and he has no shot.
Can't fuck them. Just picks him up, drops him up.
Helps him in with the bags, and you're sitting at the bar like, that guy's never banging hard.
You like the nasty look, the guy that slip her like more than a buck.
Yeah, he's sitting there with his beer steaming, and she's flirting with you.
Eventually he'll kill her, but he won't.
Yeah, of course. Of course. God, the good old days. Oh, my goodness. I still occasionally end up down at that strip club in, like, Huntington, Carousel. You ever been to the Carousel on Jericho Turnpike? God damn, I end up there sometime. And it's usually after I've done something and I'm on my way home. And then I have had a few and I think, I should go to the Carousel. Just drop in, see what's happening.
Yeah.
And you go down there and it's just the same Long Island trash. And they imported some fucking Russian strippers to make the sexy dance for you. I make the dance for the $20. And I remember going in there with, like, you could go in there with 5 singles and, you know, another 5 for the beer and you're fine for a while. Now they want $20. It's like, wait, what do you think? This is a gentleman's club somewhere? We're in Huntington, Long Island, you dummy.
No, the worst is Anthony's a little drunk, and then he starts going to him, you know, I used to come in here with 5. I had no money in those days. Now I'm doing great.
This is called 100, bitch.
Oh, you see what I'm about now? I used to have $5. Now look at me.
5. I'd have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it at her.
And, you know, we used to rip the dollars in half and then roll them up and stick them in a G-string, get 2 stuffs for $1. Because they would just take them out and throw them on the stage. And I know. Is that great? But then you had to be out of it within an hour because then the girls would start talking. Some fucking asshole give me a half $1.
Do you ever play closest to the pole? When it's just the ugly stripper, you just take your ones instead of just try to get them to the closest to the pole.
Throw it in. You don't want them coming over to you.
She's not even near you, just throwing them at the pole. And she thanks you. Thank you so much. It had nothing to do with you, ugly.
There were girls that would walk on the bar.
Sadism.
Yeah, there were girls that would walk on the bar, and you would literally cover your beer. I would take my hands and cover my beer when she's walking over the bar because I don't want any things falling off into my beer.
Calcium deposits off her vagina.
Yeah, and she noticed. But,
how do you think Dunkin' Donuts, do you think they like this kind of advertising?
Advertising? Yeah, I think they do.
Is it just getting your name mentioned?
Use some munchkins made out of C4. You'll find out Dunkin' Donuts has a lot more to do with this than they're letting on right now.
What about the one last night outside of Urban Plaza? It was a big thing.
Oh, yeah, yep.
They saw a car out there that had 2 gas cans in the back, and it wound up. It was some guy was at a concert, and he was a landscaper. I'm like, who was that Foghat playing there? That fucking guy in a car with 2 gas cans, and he was a landscaper. Like, really? I mean, come on.
Shit. Yeah, but it shut down the whole place too.
Yeah.
Again, they cordoned off the area.
The front page of the
sent
paper.
in the robot. They,
The front page of the paper says "Fool for the City."
Look at that. Colin knows his Foghat.